Welcome to Real English Podcast. Please take a quick moment to like, subscribe, and share with friends for the Real English Podcast. It might feel fast, but that's just how Americans talk. You'll hear it again later, so no pressure. Hello, everyone. Today, we are going to master some simple English vocabulary and phrasal verbs that we use when dining out. We are going to go on the journey of a meal together. So, are you ever just too tired to cook tonight? I know I feel that way sometimes. It is a super common feeling. When you feel this way, what do you usually do? Well, today we are going to follow a little story. We will take a chronological journey of a single evening out, starting right from that exact feeling of being too tired to cook. Here is our menu for today's explainer. 1. Deciding to eat out. 2. Choosing your eatery. 3. Navigating the menu. And 4. Time to dig in. All right, let's jump into section 1, deciding to eat out, which is the exact opposite of eating in. This is the exact phrase native English speakers use when they step out of the kitchen. The crucial point here is understanding this phrasal verb, eat out. It simply means to have a meal outside of your home, like at a restaurant or a cafe. Now pay very close attention here. We do not say eat out at a restaurant. Why? Because the word out already tells us you are leaving the house, so keep it simple and short. Let's look at a realistic role-play conversation to see how you might use this naturally. Imagine it is a busy Friday night. You look at your family and you say, "I'm too tired to cook tonight, let's just eat out." Okay, repeat after me. Let's just eat out. Great job. That is exactly how native speakers talk. Moving on to section 2. Choosing your eatery, from casual spots to fine dining. Now that we've decided to eat out, what kind of eatery are we choosing? By the way, eatery is just a fun, everyday word for a place to eat. What's really interesting here is the huge difference in English vocabulary. On one hand, we have very casual slang. A greasy spoon or a joint is a cheap, simple place for a quick meal. On the other end of the spectrum, we have high-end, fancy words. Fine dining, or Michelin-starred, means the restaurant is very expensive and very famous. But most of the time, we choose something right in the middle. Here's some everyday places you will see. A bistro or a brasier for a nice, relaxed meal. Fast casual, when you want something quick but still really good. A pizzeria for pizza, a steakhouse for steak, or just a simple coffee shop. There are so many choices. But what if you don't have time to sit down? Well, step 1, you order a latte on a phone app. Step 2, you grab the drink from the counter. And step 3, you leave the cafe. These simple steps show us the real-life sequence for our second essential phrasal verb. Our second phrasal verb is pick up. Now, pick up has dozens of meanings in English, but in a cafe or restaurant setting, it has one very specific meaning. It means to collect or buy food or coffee to take away. You do not stay and eat. You just pick it up. And this brilliantly illustrates how we use it in real life. Imagine a quick phone call with your friend. You ask, "Can you pick up some tacos on your way home?" Okay, repeat after me. Can you pick up some tacos? Perfect. It is a really natural way to ask for a quick food favor. Let's look at section 3, navigating the menu, understanding French-derived terminology. Did you know many English menu words actually come from French? It's true, and they can sometimes confuse learners. Let's make them super easy to understand. First is à la carte. When you see this on a menu, it means you order individual dishes from a menu instead of a fixed combination. You get to build your own meal, choosing exactly what you want, item by item. Let's compare 2 other different ways to order. On one side, we have a prix or a set menu. This means you pay one fixed price for a specific set of courses. On the completely opposite side, we have a tasting menu, or dégustation. This is a much longer experience with many small, very special courses. While you are looking over your options, the waitstaff might tell you about the plat du jour. That just means the dish of the day or the special. They might hand you the bill of fare, which is just a fancy, older phrase for the menu. And of course, they might offer you the wine list so you can choose a drink. And finally, section 4, time to dig in, starting the meal enthusiastically. Okay, the food has finally arrived at our table. This brings us to our third and absolutely most enthusiastic phrasal verb. Our phrase is dig in. This is an informal, enthusiastic way to say start eating or help yourself. Think about the word dig.
Usually you dig a shovel into the dirt in a garden, but here you are digging your fork right into your food. Why? Because you are so hungry and excited to eat. Let's do another quick role play. You are hosting your friends at a restaurant. The food arrives. You smile and say, "The pizza is here while it's hot. Everyone, dig in." Okay, repeat after me. Everyone, dig in. Excellent. It is such a friendly and welcoming invitation.
Let's quickly recap our mini-story. Do you see how naturally these phrases connect? First, you are tired, so you decide to eat out. Second, maybe you don't have time to sit down, so you pick up a coffee instead. And third, when you finally get your food, you tell everyone to dig in. They fit perfectly into the timeline of a meal. So I have a question for you before we go. Which of these foodie phrases will you use during your next meal out? I really challenge you to try at least one of them this week to sound more natural. Thank you so much for joining me for this beautiful explainer. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share the Real English podcast with your friends. And if you want to review today's lesson, I uploaded a free PDF summary in the description and in the comments. Feel free to download it and study at your own pace.